What's up, my fly time freaks? Jesse Mails here with Backwater Fly Fishing, bringing you episode 4 of a 12-part series brought to you by my good homies at MarabouBrothers.com. Today we're going to be tying another fly that a lot of you guys probably know, but this is a great variant that is perfect for redfish. Before we get into that, let's run the intro. Alright guys, so we have a number 4 007 in the vise. We're going to run a nice bead of thread just to the bend of the hook like we always do, and just build that up on the way back, and then we'll trim this off. Next we're going to throw a yellow lead eye, and this is a small lead eye, right towards the front there. We do want this to have a nice jigging action, kind of like the classic Clousers would, so we'll do some cross wraps and some underbelly wraps and lock those eyes in place. Bring the thread all the way back to the bend of the hook. First thing we'll do is take this beautiful looking bucktail, and this is in like a burnt orange color, and we're going to trim just a few fibers off. Now the key with these Clouser minnow variants is you do not want to put too many fibers on here, and you do want to come in like this, pull out all these shorter guard hairs, and you'll end up with a nice clump of fur just like that. And we don't want this to be very long. This is what would be the belly of the fly. Once it gets turned over, trim that off and secure it right to the top of the shank, just till we get to the bend, just like that. Next material on this is just a tan piece of Cactus Chenille or Estaz, sort of in a medium length, and we'll tie that in. This will make up pretty much what will be the belly or the bottom or the body of the fly. So we're going to tie that in and just start to palmer that around nice and easy, making our way up towards those eyes. There you go, just like that. Now when we get to the eyes here, I like to do just some cross wraps and make sure I do a figure 8 and then tie it in right in front of those eyes. Trim that off and just build up the head a little bit to cover up some of those fibers. And there you have it. Now those are the first few steps of this fly, and it's already looking fishy. Alright guys, normally you know we take a coffee break. Today it's nighttime here when I'm filming this, and I'm not drinking coffee or I won't sleep. So one thing I do want to tell you, leave a comment in the comment section. Leave any questions you got about fly fishing, fly tying, and I'll answer them in the following video. Also, if you have not placed an order on MarabouBros.com for any of their products and you're looking for a discount, they gave me a discount code for you guys, Backwater25 at checkout. Will get you 25% off on your next order. So go place an order if you're curious about hackles, bucktail, or any other products on there. It'll work for everything. All right, let's get back to tying this fly. All right, now we're almost done with this. The next step is to add some flash. We're going to be adding what is a tan pearl Krystal flash. And I like to take 3 to 4 strands, fold them over, go ahead and trim them, and then wrap this around the thread and tie that in, going right down the back of this fly. Trim it off a little longer than the bucktail we tied in, just like that. Alright, now lastly on this fly, we're using bucktail again, and this is sort of a brown, sort of a burnt brown. I really like this color. It tends to do super well on redfish, having just the orange belly, sort of that tan head, body, and then this contrast comes in and just makes the fly look really good. Makes all those colors pop and come together. Again, with this fly, we don't want a lot of fibers, right? We want this to be a sparse fly. That's going to allow this bucktail to really oscillate in the water and give us a lot of movement. If you put too much of this on, it's just going to get stiff, it's going to look weird, and it's not going to flow right in the water. So we're going to take this, tie it right to the top. And a good tip here is the first few wraps on bucktail, you really want to do kind of soft. You don't need to really crank down on this stuff. It's going to lock in. Once you get a few soft wraps, then you can go back and tighten it back up. So there you go. That's really the fly, guys. We're going to go ahead and whip finish this. Make sure we cover up all those little loose fibers. Whoops. There we go. Maybe do one more. Like that, trim it off, clean up the head a little bit. If you do trap some of that Cactus, Chenille, or Estaz in there and you don't like it, come back with the scissors and trim it off. Now, last step is going to be Loon UV thick, and we're going to cover up those thread wraps. Make this fly last as long as possible. Then we're going to come in and zap it. There you go, guys. Could be a shrimp, could be a bait fish. All depends on how you strip this fly. Don't forget to go to mariboobrothers.com. Use the discount code BACKWATER25 to get 25% off your next order. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, tight lines and happy fly time.